As a farm manager, does using Back Paddock Manager make working with a consultant a lot easier?
Yeah, the consultants love it. It's just easy for them because they've got a picture of what you've done as well. Nutrient management and so forth becomes a lot easier. The consultants are just embracing it very quickly as well.
As an advisor, where do you see Back Paddock software fitting into your business?
Back Paddock really stands out for its planning capabilities and basically being able to organise activities or operations for growers so that at the start of the year you can put a plan in place and then they can then have a document that they can follow through the entire season.
Does the advisor program easily store and display history of farming inputs?
We generally put a bit of a framework in from the past, which would be maybe crop type, yields, and price per tonne, and keep it pretty simple. It's more important to focus on what's going forward. Well, it's really just focused on the nutrient removal and just to make sure that our fertiliser regimes are covering the removal of crops. We really rate Back Paddock software as a cornerstone of our business model moving forward. We're extremely impressed with their ability to work with their clientele to make sure they build the best product available. Well, one of the things that we've certainly found is that they actually understand what we're talking about. It's not like we're talking English and they're talking French. They really do understand what our needs are.
How has the advisor package assisted you with your sales agronomy business?
It helps me as an agronomist build relationships with clients by actually getting the information from them on their farming program. I have a better understanding of their farm. It also brings up conversation while we're going through and collecting that information, which helps them realise things and way we can improve their farming practice.
Does Advisor help you implement better management decisions for your clients' farming plans?
Varieties, rotations with crops, as far as which variety performs the best on their soil type especially, would change your rotations around to suit and start growing the better varieties.
From an ag consultant's point of view, how does it make your job easier?
It allows me to look into the future on where we're heading and whether our gross margins and total farm production is going to be able to be utilised fully. It also allows us to look backwards and trace what we've applied to those paddocks and those crops.
What would you say to other ag consultants and agronomists who may not be using Back Paddock software?
I'd definitely say have a look at it and get a run through on it, and I think they'd be very surprised. Very surprised.
Back Paddock software is some planning software I've been using for a number of years, since the late 90s when it became first available. Back Paddock software is a great tool for pulling together available agronomic information, I guess your farmers' crop and pasture production sort of intentions, and out of that producing a nice logical plan. So it lays out beautifully seed, fertiliser and chemical requirements. It gives you good effective costings on all these inputs and allows an effective plan to be put in place which the client can take away and use that as their production strategy for the year. And along with that, you've got all your costings on the various inputs as well. So it's a very effective process of planning the production for that year. Okay. Rotational planning is so critical in the whole process of farm production planning. You've got to get that right to really make the most out of the paddock. Advisor is simply a very efficient way of pulling all that information together and presenting in a very usable form.